It says recording, top left, it's recording. Press that one there. We'll start at the pointy end. Okay, you've got your, obviously you've got your starter kit, which probably that will be something similar to most of the stuff that's attached there. So, front end hitch, obviously attached to your car. If that's something similar to what you had previously, a Alco hitch stabiliser. Yeah. Happy that obviously you got the tow ball has to be grease free and paint free.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you get, I don't know what vehicle you're using to tow
Mercedes.
it. Yeah. So it all depends on the tow ball. If it's a brand new tow ball, they tend to have the paint still on it.
Yeah, there's no paint on mine.
There's no paint on it. Yeah.
No.
So make sure, is it a swan neck one, or is it a fixed one?
Fixed one.
Fixed one.
Yeah.
Right, so you just have to make sure that it's, if it's just the one that bolts on, I've got nothing to show you, the one that just bolts onto a bracket, so it's like a short stubby one.
Yeah.
Just got to make sure it's the right one, because with this you need, if it's a standard one, which they tend to fit to the ordinary tow bar, it's a bit short and a bit squat.
Right.
You need an Alco one, which is just that bit long and a bit taller.
Right.
Okay. So make sure obviously it's paint free, grease free. What it does, it uses friction to stabilise the caravan.
Right.
Okay. So obviously, if it's got grease on it, it's not going to be friction. It's not going to work. Okay.
Yep.
Obviously, that's to get the hitch clamped onto the tow ball. Breakaway cable. What that does is, if the caravan and the car get separated, that will operate the brake.
Yeah.
So it'll pull the brake off, and while it's called a breakaway cable, that will break away and allow the car and the caravan to separate. Okay. Handbrake, jockey wheel, and obviously the clamp there.
Yeah.
Electrics.
Yeah.
If you've got a 13-pin electrics on the back of your car.
Probably.
Yeah.
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 13-pin.
Yeah, I did the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's got loads of holes in it.
Yeah, does it got like that?
Oh,
Another
yeah, it's
pins.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. ATC, that's another control system for stabilisation. Okay, it's got an indicator light there.
Yeah.
When you connect it up, obviously we haven't got the vehicle here, but when you connect it up, you'll hear it self-test. It's running off the electrics off your vehicle. It will go to green, or
Yeah.
flashing green. That means if it's flashing green, it hasn't quite completed its test. If it's solid green, it's completed its test, ready to go. Flashing green, it hasn't quite completed its test. Normally, from travelling from here to the gate, that usually just completes the test.
Okay.
Okay. If it goes to solid red, there's a problem. Okay. What you can do is disconnect even the electrics. Okay, and then plug them back in again. It should or could reset it. If it doesn't, the likelihood, obviously, the system's not working. There's a problem with it. It shouldn't have applied the brakes, so you can still drive with it.
Yeah.
But obviously the system won't be working.
Yeah.
So obviously you need to get that sorted as soon as you can.
Yeah.
If it's flashing red, likelihoods it would have applied the brakes.
Okay.
So before you move, again, disconnect the electric, see if that will reset it. See if you can move the caravan. If it isn't moving, obviously the brakes have been applied,
Yeah.
and obviously you can't drive with it. So you need a technician or whatever to come out and sort that. There is a threaded rod on the unit to the brakes, which operates the system. The only way to move it then is to take that bar out. Obviously, it's something that you may not be able to do.
Yeah.
Okay, happy with that bit?
Yep.
Okay, gas locker. So you've got your gas connected. Obviously, important you switch the gas off when you're travelling.
Yeah.
Only operate it when you
Yeah.
when you're laughing. Obviously, you've done something different than that when you're going along. Oh, right. You haven't had the heater or anything running while you've been travelling.
No.
Yeah, but obviously, somebody's probably left it undone and open. Okay, I've got the 240 cable in here. Winder handle for the legs.
Yeah.
Waste hose.
Yeah.
Obviously, for the waste. Alcohol hitch lock. Also chemicals for the toilet. And you've got your waste master and your Aperol there. And you also your towing mirrors. So you
Lovely.
put them all in the van afterwards.
Okay.
Take them away with you today. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go around inside now. Show you what we've got connected here. This is a connection for your water.
Yeah.
Okay. To get the pipe out, pull that trigger. And it pulls it out. There's no pump on the end of there.
Yeah.
It's wet. The pump is actually on board, so all
Okay.
this is just a pipe, obviously to draw the water up out your
Yeah.
Acryl. Then to put it in, just clicks in.
Okay.
Okay, just be careful with that. I don't know if you can see that. Obviously, it can curl up.
Yeah.
And it can actually curl right up inside the Acryl. So you think that you got a full Acryl. It's actually pulling the air out the top of the Acryl there. Some people put a weight on it. Some people attach like a plastic stick or something like that just to keep it straight to stop it from curling back up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Water boiler vent. Okay, this is the cover for it. If you want to use it on gas, you have to remove the cover.
Okay.
If you don't, it just shuts the gas off and it won't operate. Okay. Connection for your electric. Obviously, you always connect it to the van first, and then to your bollard. Obviously, if you do it the other way around, you could be carrying a live cable across to your van, especially across wet grass. So you definitely wouldn't want to be doing that. You've also got an external aerial point in there.
Yeah.
So if you want to connect an aerial from outside, sometimes you have them on the bollards that you can connect straight direct to it. Obviously, your leisure battery is connected.
Okey-dokey.
Right. Wastewater outlet there.
Yeah.
So you've got your waste master and the two pipes down to one. So that comes from your sinks and your shower. Toilet. That's your reservoir for your flush tank. Okay, pink chemical, small amount of pink chemical with top it up with water. The only time you know that's full is you can see it through the hole, so you can just see the level of it. Or the only time you know it's empty is when you're flushing it, there's nothing coming out.
Okay.
Okay. Waste tank. Okay, this is probably slightly different. This is the fun bit, yeah.
This will be my job.
Yeah.
To remove the waste tank, you just lift that orange lever there.
Yeah.
And slide it towards you. If it's not coming out easily,
It's
likelihood. Well, no. Well, yeah. Apart from that, the waste flap on the actual toilet might be left open. And if you're
Okay.
trying to pull that out and it's not,
Yeah.
you could damage it. So just push it back in, make sure that is shut, and then you should be able to pull it out freely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got wheels and a handle. All mod cons on this. To empty it, obviously it's
Hold your breath.
through there, yeah. So be careful where you're putting that. You don't want that disappearing down the hole and losing it. To empty it, you've also got an air button there that obviously allows it to flow a bit more freely.
Okay.
There is a float inside there which is part for the indication when your waste tank's full, which is on top of the system on your toilet. When you're cleaning it, if you thrash it around too hard, vigorously, it might dislodge that, and it could end up being emptied down the emptying point. So just be a bit careful when you're cleaning it. Okay, just slides back in.
Put your hand in and pull it out.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Definitely not. Definitely not. Just on the top here, on a plastic ledge, is a drain for your flush tank.
Okay.
So in the winter, make sure you drain that. If it's reasonably full, you can either flush it into your container. One good thing about that, if you're flushing it, you're pushing the water out of the pump as well. So try not to leave any water in the pump if you can help it. Then just drain the last bit by pulling that out, and just drain the last bit out by that. Okay? Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't mention there's levelling the caravan. Are you happy how to level a caravan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You've done that on your thing,
Yeah,
haven't
I've
you,
done.
of course?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done that, so that's okay. You're happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You sure?
Just pull the legs down, innit?
Yeah? No,
Not
not
really.
necessarily.
Get my spirit
Not
level out.
necessarily.
Get my spirit level out
Spirit
on-
level's useful.
Yeah.
Like what if you get onto a pitch
Yeah.
and you see that the caravan is on a slight lean,
Yeah.
sideways on, the best thing to do, don't disconnect the car before you check that,
Okay.
because you're going to need to get it up onto a ramp or blocks, whatever you're going to use. So say it's leaning on this angle.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is just go a bit further back than you normally would do, put the blocks in front of the wheel, and then just drive it forward so it just lifts the caravan on the one side or the other, depending on which side's down.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Once you've got it level side to side, you need to level it front to back. Okay? So obviously you've disconnected the car off
Yeah.
at this point. Use the jockey wheel for that, so winding it up or down,
Yeah.
nose up or down, get it level. Then once you've got it level front to back, then you can drop the legs down.
Okay.
Legs there just to steady it. They're not there to lift it. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you have a puncher, it's not there as a jacking system, because it can obviously damage the chassis. If you're trying to
Yeah.
wind it up on these,
Yeah.
you can obviously end up with doing a bit of that.
Yeah.
Okay? So once you've got the legs to the ground, just what I tend to do, just check it by doing that. You see
Okay.
that it's moving still, so best thing to do is just tweak it about another half turn around
Yeah.
until it's solid, and then it's not going anywhere. Okay?
Cokey. Yeah.
Right. What we've got here is access to under the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Storage there. Obviously, there's a vast amount of space there. Be very careful you don't put anything too much heavy behind the axle.
Yeah.
Obviously, stability can obviously
Yeah.
cause you a bit of a problem if you put too much heavy stuff behind there when you're travelling.
Okay.
Obviously, you can put anything in there once you're on site. But
You'll be able to fit in there, won't you, Josh? You and Barn, I reckon. Yeah. That's
that's
kids will
that's
go
the
in
lower
there.
bunk,
Good
yeah.
space for the lower bunk bed for the
he
kids.
looks a bit worried. You'll fit in there.
Yeah.
I love it in there.
But just a bit of a kick. Be fine.
Yeah. Just sleeping bag. Right, only light just on the switch just through the door.
Yeah.
Okay, if you'd like to go inside. Relatively
I've probably got half the kitchen under mine.
You got, yeah.
We haven't seen it like this because all the cushions were off.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. So you're happy that the cushions are in now?
Yeah.
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 Good. Right, just for the door, got the control panel. The control panel's asleep at the moment. You can just press any one at the moment once you've switched it on anyway, but
Yeah.
that was on anyway. You got 240 connected, got the leisure batteries connected.
Yeah.
That's showing what the leisure battery is doing at the moment. She's showing it 14 volts. That is showing 14 volts because it's actually going for the charger itself. It's not the battery itself that's showing 14 volts. So if you unplug the 240, you're probably looking around about 12.5, 13. Good battery. Okay, water pump switch is switched off at the moment.
Yeah.
So to switch it on and off, just press that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just do the radio, so we can just switch that one off. Get that one out of the way. Okay, more or less standard car type
Yeah.
radio. On off button is that one there.
Yeah.
It also sources through. You can plug MP3, AM or FM.
Yeah.
Okay, volume, that one.
Yeah.
Press it to mute it.
Yeah.
Search is left and right there. You've also got your presets. Single CD player.
Yeah.
Eject button there. And there's a little eject button there that actually takes the front off.
Fascia off.
Yeah. Okay. Not that many people do, but it's there for that option. Okay.
Lovely.
So first thing you normally do when you get in is get the water system up and running.
Okay.
So down here, and if you can see right in that far corner there, you can see there's a little yellow switch. Easy if you just lift.
Oh yeah, I
You
can
see it?
see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's your drain.
Yeah.
Okay, in the position it's in, which is horizontal, that allows the water to run around the system.
Okay.
If you lift it up, it'll drain down onto the ground.
Right.
Okay, so before you start getting water in, if you don't
Make
put that,
sure.
yeah, you'll end up with all the water on the ground instead
Yeah.
of in your tank or in your water
Okey
system.
dokey.
Okay, while we're here, also you see the consumer unit as well for your electrics.
Yeah.
Also buttons we've got water heat on electric.
Yeah.
That's just a button. Switch gives you power to your fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's your water heater. Sorry, space heater. That's one to the fire.
Yeah.
Charger button. So
Yeah.
if that's switched on, it'll automatically charge the battery.
Okay.
Okay. And then reverse polarity. That's just the light.
Yeah.
So if you go on the continent, and obviously they wire things slightly differently than us. If you plug your cable in, come in and have a look. If that has lit, then it means it is reversed, and you're going to need an adapter to use it.
Okay.
Okay. 240 trips.
Yeah.
That side, you have got a info note there to say what they're connected to.
Yeah.
Again with the 12-volt fuses. There.
Yeah.
System shutdown button. That shuts down all the 12-volt system. So when you're not using it in storage, if you hit that button, then it will protect your battery.
Okay.
Because there's always something running. Even if you switch that 12-volt system off there,
Yeah.
there's always something running in the background that will just
Okay.
help protect your battery, not flat your battery.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Lovely.
Right. So to get the water in, probably the same with what you've done previously. Obviously, make sure that's shut before you switch the water pump on. Make sure the taps are in the correct position. You can see where that can go.
Yeah.
You'll end up with either a cooker full of water or the floor full of water. Make sure all the taps are shut. Then switch your water pump on.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you open the taps. It gets all the air out of the system. Okay, I've primed it, slightly primed it already. To fill your hot water tank, turn the tap to the hot side. Open it. Again, you're trying to get all the air out of the system if you've drained the tank previously. Okay, so obviously it's sputtering away. Obviously you see, you see a bit of steam there. So
Yeah.
obviously we've had it up and running. But make sure you get all the air out of the system. So once you've got a solid stream, you fill your hot water tank. Do the same with each tap. Because if you don't, you can hear the pump running at the moment. It's got a bit of air still in there.
Yeah.
The pump will keep running until it squashed that air, and then switch the pump off. See, it's off now.
Yeah.
Okay, happy to get the water in. Okay, water heating. You've got two switches, either electric or gas.
Yeah.
This one down here, if you can see that, it says 230 volts on it.
Yeah.
So that's your electric side of it. Top, right, rocker button in the centre.
Yeah.
That's off. Top is about 850 watts. Okay, bottom one, 1300 watts.
Okay.
Okay, you have to switch that button on there, which is on the consumer unit water heater, and that will allow you to heat up on electric. Very important that you don't switch that on before you've got water in that tank.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, you could end up with damaged element. Okay.
Okay.
So the best thing to do when you're leaving site, make sure that is switched off, or that one is switched off. Then there's no threat of when you get to your next site, you've left that on, because as soon as you plug 240 in, it will start heating if you've left them switches
Yeah.
on, and if you drain that tank, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
This side is the gas side of it. So
Yeah.
again, centres off. With this one, it actually shows you temperatures.
Yeah.
50 degrees to the top,